Hey there to all my sensuous Scorpios. So this video is for anyone who is a Scorpio sun, a Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising, Scorpio in the first house, or has Pluto in the first house. It is ideally for Scorpio sun, but if you have those other placements, then you are welcome here as well. So what I have for you guys today is a tarot card reading for predictions for the year 2022. So here we have a major arcana card in the traditional tarot deck. It's going to be different than all the other zodiac signs. And then you have an archetype that is going to set you off for 2022, a crystal, 2 wisdom cards, 1 pleasure card, 3 gratitude cards, and then after that we are going to pick a yes or no question from the fortune telling cards. And then after that, a You Are Magic card. And this is a quote, and it can be from an actress, it could be from a comedian, it can be from anyone. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So your major arcana card is the Sun. Wow, that's different for Scorpio, right? The Sun. So this is a really good card. This is like, positive, optimistic. It's warm. It is open, it's clear, it's in charge, it's very confident. So let's see what the Mystic Mondays tarot book has to say about the Sun. This is positive vibes, warmth and radiance. Abundance is radiating down upon you as warm yellow rays illuminate your days with confidence and lighthearted fun. The Sun is the source of life, and you are reflecting its positive vibes, attracting people toward you with a whimsy and sunny attitude. There is a beauty in simplicity, small details creating life for the big picture. Take pleasure in the simple moments, whether it's taking a stroll, laughing with friends, or even just journaling haiku and random thoughts. Have some fun. The Sun is a confirmation that you have sunnier days ahead of you, filled with optimism and enthusiasm. After experiencing gray skies and thunderstorms, you can now appreciate the good that is present at this moment. You are equipped to handle any storm and move forward with assurance that you are on the right path. That's great. That is, honestly, I'll be completely honest, not something that I hear about Scorpio and a Scorpio's life very often, because a Scorpio is just so deep, it's so full of depth, and it's so aware of the world around it to a point that it's shadowy, because a lot of what happens in the world and with people can seem very dark and shadowy. So being aware of that all the time is tough. A Scorpio generally goes through a lot of really dark places throughout their lifetimes, and this makes them very wise, but it can also make them very stoic and hard, and cold at times. So to see that for you guys is really awesome. Let's look at your archetype card. We have the Vow. It's a pretty one. We have lots of yellow. This is different. Lots of yellow. So let's look for that. So this is the promise, the oath, and the contract. When the vow is spoken, the air shifts, karmic ties are formed, and destiny tilts on its axis. Our words and intentions have immense power. There is a reason the great mythic stories of our past often include the recitation of oaths and the mixing of drops of blood as a mark of union. The tricky part is that reciting the vow, no matter how casually, activates the eternal and unseen forces of the world. The ancestors bear witness. The laws of nature respond. These promises cannot be unsaid or forgotten, so breaking them can leave lingering complexities and loose ends. This card calls us to acknowledge the vow we are living by, consciously or unconsciously, and either recommit to it or create a ritual that signifies its closure. You've been underestimating the power of your promises. Anytime the energy of the vow is present, we are in the archetypal realm of ceremony and ritual. That means time stands still and anything is possible. Think of the last promise you made. Was it to yourself or another? Has it been upheld or broken? When this card is light, it is bearing witness to the shift toward destiny, which I think, with the Sun being here, it is light. If it's not light, then it is about unconscious vows, unkept promises, and messy karma. So if you're not going through good times right now and in 2022, then you may have some broken promises on your hands, or even some shitty karma. And that could be not from this life, but from previous ones. And then your crystal, peridot. That is 14. It's a pretty green one. I like that one. It's even though it's green, it's like a yellowy green. Still. But you got a lot of green up here too. So this is about emotional cleansing. Peridot frees the mind from unwelcome, envious thoughts and night terrors. It is transmutative and purifying. You are a deeply emotional being, and you may possessively cling to the past or beat yourself up over mistakes. By nature, jealous, you have dark thoughts, and you should detoxify your emotions. Learn to forgive and let go. Follow your own life plan without judging yourself or being envious of others. You have the power to go through fiery transmutation and emerge transformed. Well, like the sun. It is a flame. Use energy wisely. Recognize how outside influences operate in your life. Develop your own protection. Learn to rely on your own inner guidance. Peridot indicates farewells and disappointment. Avoid jealousy. It said that twice. Be assertive without aggression. You have a powerful destiny and great integrity. Money is earned from your talents. Ooh, that's good news. Envy and jealousy harm you as well as hurting others. This is the heart chakra and the solar plexus chakra figures, since it's green and yellow. This is the timing of Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. It is about emotional purification. So yeah, I mean, the sun allows everything to grow and gives everything life, but it can also burn. If you're too close to it, you'll burn up. And if you're too far away, then obviously you can't sustain life because it's too cold. But getting closer to the sun is getting closer to truth. It lights everything up in its path. And with that being said, you get too close, it burns. But sometimes that's what you need in order to get back to yourself, get back to, your core, back to the place that you need to be, back to your path. I think this year is going to become clear what your path is, and maybe even some deeper issues. It's going to shine a little light on some issues that you've had in your life that you may not have had clarity on before as to why these things happened, or, your place in them even. So let's look at your wisdom cards. We have intent. Intent. It's a pearl, I think. Yeah, it's a pearl. It's a clam. And then the other one is masculine, feminine. The sun and the moon. Understanding two dualistic sides that all exist within us. Or maybe it's even, so things like possessiveness, jealousy. What else did it say? I don't remember, but those qualities are qualities of femininity, and when femininity is dark. So when we don't trust people, when we don't believe men specifically as women, then this can come off as possessive or jealous, and this is the dark parts of the feminine energy when it's in the shadows. So shining light on that, and I'm not saying that you have these qualities or that you're doing these things, I'm just saying that that's what it's reminding me of, just because it mentioned it there. So maybe it's shedding light on some negative aspects of ourselves that it's talking about. I don't know specifically for each of you, because I don't know any of you specifically or personally. I don't think. But yeah, so that's what I was getting. I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down here. Intent. Find your pearl in life. Manifest a swirl of love to flow with always. Go within to discover your pearl, your wisdom. Let it be the guiding force that leads you to the desire of your intent. Manifesting thoughts into actions and visceral experiences is part of the great journey. We do this every day, sometimes on an unconscious level. So shining light on the unconscious. Life can be so sweet when you are consciously aware of what you truly desire and trust that you will be guided by your higher self to get exactly what you need. What is your purpose, your mission at this moment in the great spectrum of existence? Envision it and flow toward it unencumbered. Masculine, feminine, moonshine plus sunshine. Balanced self. Luminous lunar dreams illuminate solar magic. Solar logic. The dream state informs the waking state of our minds. First, we feel through the feminine aspects associated with the moon, shadows of lyrical, emotional, flowing aspects of the self. Recognition of these areas helps us to release fears and hone in our true desires. This informs our mind of goals and ambitions, which the masculine aspects of the sun can achieve with power, determination, and confidence. A healthy balance between divine masculine and divine feminine archetypes within our mental awareness is key to living a conscious life. Practice balance in your lunar solar selves. And then next we have a pleasure card. It says, Defiant Vulnerability. Growing up, we're taught that sex is taboo and shameful. Then in mainstream adult depictions, it's portrayed as robotic, typically clinical, unimaginative, and made through a violent, cliché male gaze. Defiant vulnerability falls outside of the binary of covert versus overt dynamics and instead allows sexually to be exactly what it is, human. That means acknowledging the emotional being inside the body. It means unashamedly, is that a word? Unashamedly? Or unabashed? Shouldn't it say unabashedly? I'm not sure, but I didn't know that unashamedly was a word if it is. Sharing our needs, wants, and particular appetites. It means authentic communication at all times, and it means being unapologetic about voicing how you feel. Anything less isn't sexy or subversive. It's social and cultural obedience. Say what you need to say. And then next we have gratitude cards. So it let me create my own, so I'll do that one last. But the first one says, remember kindness. And it says, we are naturally kind. Even in our lowest moments when we feel useless or of no value, our inner kindness can give us the strength to pull through. Take 5 minutes to remember episodes of kindness and generosity you've witnessed or experienced. Whether it was epic, heroic kindness worthy of a Hollywood movie or something very small like giving a smile to someone who needed it. Remember these times in as much detail as possible. By keeping them in your mental wallet, you can always access them as a reminder that both you and the world are full of kindness and generosity. That's kind of funny because at the beginning of the video, I was saying how Scorpio, is always aware of the darker parts of the world because they're so, they're perceptive. But they're perceptive on a level that they're always picking up on people in their darker elements. They are always picking up on what people are not meaning to put off. And that's Pluto. Pluto rules Scorpio, and Pluto is all about death. It's about sex, it's about transformation, it's about the taboo, the occult, everything hidden, desires, weaknesses, shadows, the things that we don't want to be in the light. And so that's what Scorpio does. It's really good at picking up on those things naturally. So if you remember kindness, then it probably will make it easier to have that always, as a main part of your personality and a main part of really what makes you up as who you are and your qualities. And then next we have just this, simplicity. Meditation and mindfulness invites us to be radically honest about what is happening inside of us. And the invitation can be as challenging as it is beautiful. One of the best ways to encourage this sense of inner honesty is the practice of just this. Use this simple phrase to turn your attention toward whatever is happening in the present moment and meet the experience with acknowledgement, allowing, and acceptance. You can even turn it into a bit of a mantra to carry with you through your daily life. Just this. And then last, I wrote this one and it says, be aware of even the cells in your body. They're divinely intelligent and under your control. Divinely intelligent and under your control. That's funny. What does that mean? Let's think about it. Alright. Next, we have the fortune telling cards. I keep forgetting what these are called. I don't know why, but I cannot remember. Every time I have to look at them. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to shuffle them. And then I want you guys to ask a yes or no question about the year 2022 specifically. And then we'll see what we get. Oops. It's like so many of them. It's really hard to shuffle those all. That's why I split them up first. Alright. You ready, guys? Yes or no question. There it is. Ask again later. Okay, it's later. Let's ask again. So ask your question again. Oh. For sure. So we got ask again later, and then we got for sure. So I don't know if that's good or bad to you guys, so I've just been saying this whole time within almost every video. If you don't like that answer, know that nothing is definite until it is done. So although it says for sure, nothing is for sure until it's done, until it's over. Then it's for sure, because it happened. Alright, and then last we have You Are Magic. This is a quote card and it's going to tie our video up. Oh no! is for magic. All the letters are, if you put them together properly. I don't get it. M is for magic. All the letters are, if you put them together properly. Oh, maybe it's saying like out of order, it doesn't say magic, but in the right order, it's magic. I see. I like that. That's cool. That's by Neil Gaiman. M is for magic. I like that. More yellow. Oh my god. More yellow. Holy crap. So if you don't know anything about the chakras, you should really, really look into the solar plexus chakra and the heart chakra, because got a lot of that coming out for you. So that is the 3rd and 4th chakras. And yeah, you're going to be having, I think, a very vibrant year. You might be coming out of your shell a little bit this year, more than previous years. Opening up a bit more, becoming a little bit more confident in yourself, because you've really gotten to know yourself in previous years, especially in 2021, I think. And in 2022, I think it might be your year to really, really stand out, really shine, really come out of your shell a bit without fear of the world around you. Not like you were fearful before, but hesitant, I would say, is more the word, because you just know the darkness. I don't necessarily mean that in a bad way, like you are the darkness. I just mean, unfortunately, you got the responsibility of being very aware of it. And that's a heavy weight to bear sometimes, but you can handle it. And life is I think it's gonna be good for you for the most part this year. So if you guys enjoyed that reading, give it a like, give it a comment. I love reading your comments. Subscribe and support the channel. I really always appreciate that, of course. If you really like this video, I posted another video about 2022, and it's a pick a pile, so you can use that one and kind of pair it with this one, and that will give you more insight into the year 2022. And as always, you can go check out my blog at www.inlakenslabyrinth.com, and you can book a personal reading with me there if you like. I'd love it. And yeah, I'll see you Scorpions next time. Bye.